What's going on, guys? Firewolf here, showing you guys the iPhone 16 in this black color. I think this is going to be the best looking color. Really interested to see what this is going to look like. Now let's go ahead and unbox this. And as always, Apple has some of the best unboxings. And there we have it, guys, the black color. It looks absolutely stunning. And I love this matte black color. Now, I know there's a lot of different colors for the 15. However, I think the black is going to be the best option, in my opinion. Let me know in the comment section below which color you think is going to look nice. Let's go ahead and peel this up. Super satisfying. We got that nice 6.1 inch display. Further inside the box, we're going to have a USB-C to C cable here. It's a really nice high quality braided cable. Although I wish they would have at least color matched this with whatever color your iPhone 16 is going to be. So it's going to be in your standard white color. And finally, all we get is this pill shape here, letting us know that the iPhones now use electronic SIM and some more details of the iPhone. And that's pretty much it here. So, all right, let's go ahead and fire this up. And while that's loading up, let's take a closer look around the phone here. Starting with the bottom, we have our USB-C. Now, this is still locked at the USB 2.0 speeds, unfortunately. So I'm glad that all new iPhones going forward are going to have that nice Type-C feature here. And this black color looks so nice. We do have that nice dedicated camera control button over here. We have our standard side button. We have the nice top. And finally, on the left side, we have our volume marker. And we still have that nice action button. And right in the back here, of course, is going to be the star of the show here, that beautiful matte black. And I love the fact that they made a change in the orientation of these cameras. They have that pill-shaped design now. And, you know, it's very subtle, but it just makes it look a little bit different, even though they're going back to their own roots. But you can tell the inside of the camera lens is going to be more of a glossier finish. And then the rings around the two cameras have that matte color as well, matching the matte on the phone. So overall, I'm loving that black color. All right, so let's go ahead and set up the phone here. We're just going to unlock it. And right over here is where we would choose our language here. Of course, we're gonna go with English. Then you're gonna select your region here. I'm in the US. And next we have our appearance here. You can leave it at the default, but you can also make the text larger. But I'm just gonna leave it at the default here. And in this step here, it's gonna be looking for a nearby iPhone device. So if you have your older iPhone, you will see a notification pop up on your other iPhone. Which, for example, if I brought this one closer, you can see set up a new iPhone here, and you would basically continue and you would follow the directions. However, we're going to set this up as a new device, and this is also what you would do if you're doing an iCloud backup as well. Next thing, we're going to choose our Wi-Fi network. Once we activate the Wi-Fi, it's going to look for the activation for your iPhone. So depending on if you have your iPhone through your carrier, it will give you the number that you use to upgrade it, whether that's a new line or an upgrade. However, since this is the unlocked version, that automatically gets bypassed. Here we have some standard data and privacy. We can just hit continue. Right over here, you would set up the iPhone here. Two options here. You can set it up for yourself, or you can set it up for a child in your family. So this is the option you would choose if you want to give this iPhone to your child that is younger than 13, because it's going to require a child account. But we're going to hit set up myself. Right over here, you would set up your Face ID. So I'm just going to hit set up later. And right over here, you can create your passcode. Clicking on passcode option lets you choose 4 digits if you prefer that, or you can switch it to an alphanumerical code if you want to use a word or phrase. We're gonna hit don't use passcode for now, and we're just gonna skip that. And right over here, we have a dedicated transfer page with 4 different options to transfer. You can transfer straight from your iCloud backup, you can transfer from another iPhone, from Mac or PC, or from your Android. If you're choosing from an Android, you would have to use the application Move to iOS, and you would basically follow the instructions. Since we're setting up as a brand new, we're gonna hit don't transfer anything. And right over here is where you would sign into your Apple account, or if you don't have one, you would create one. I'm going to click on this, and we're going to set up later. Next thing, we have our terms and conditions that we have no other choice but to accept. And right over here lets you know that you can update your iPhone automatically. That's a feature I definitely prefer, so I'm going to hit continue on that. Next is iMessage and FaceTime. I'm definitely going to use that. I'm going to hit continue. Location services. Definitely a good thing to have in case you ever lose your device, or it can basically know your location. Right over here, if it hasn't set up your cellular service yet, it will ask you 2 different options. You can transfer it from your older iPhone, depending on your carrier, or you can use a QR code. But since we're going to set this up as a new phone, I'm going to hit set up later. We're going to skip that. Next thing we have is our screen time. Just gonna set that up later in settings. We have iPhone analytics. You can choose to share or you can choose not to share. And same thing with app analytics. And finally, we have the options between light, we have dark, or my personal favorite, automatic. So that way it switches depending on the time of day. So when it's morning, it's gonna be light, and then when it's nighttime, it's gonna be dark. Next thing we could do is customize our action button over here. So on this left, there's a dedicated action button, and you can hit customize and make it do whatever you want. So by default, it is your silence mode because it used to be like a little switch here. So I prefer to have it as silent mode, but you have other options such as focus, camera, flashlight, voice memos, or you can create your own shortcut. But for me personally, I'm gonna keep it at the silent mode. I'm gonna hit continue there. And next thing, they're gonna give us a tutorial on the camera control button, which is this new button right over here. And we're just gonna hit continue here, and basically tells you exactly how to activate it. It's very straightforward. You pretty much click on it and you have some feedbacks over here as well. Next up here is Siri, which I am gonna set it up later as well. We have emergency SOS. And that's pretty much it. We finally have finished the setup, and now we have the iPhone 16 locked in with iOS 18. We do have that nice 6.1-inch display. It's not gonna be the 6.3 on the Pro series, but I still think the size is still a pretty good size. We do have that nice dynamic island right in the middle, which is interactive as well. And the screen is going to be locked at 60 hertz. Now you might hear certain people say that the 60 hertz is going to be, super terrible, but to be very honest, 60 hertz for me is still smooth. You only really notice it when you're using it with another device with a higher refresh rate. For example, the Pro series that has the adaptive refresh rate up to 120 hertz. If you're someone that has been using an older iPhone, you're going to be very, very comfortable. For me personally, this size works for me the best because of the size of my hands. I have smaller hands here. I like to be able to use the phone with just one hand. So for example, I can easily reach the phone icon and basically do everything one-handed. If this was the Plus model, it's going to be a lot larger. It's going to be a lot harder for me to reach. So a lot of times I would have to use two hands. So it's definitely a personal preference, but for me, I love the size of the iPhone 16. I also think this is a great value as well. What I am disappointed about though is the fact that is Apple Intelligence missing. It will come up in the future update. However, I really feel like they should have definitely included this, especially since they advertise Apple Intelligence pretty much everywhere. But until then, I think the iPhone 16 is a good choice if you don't need the additional cameras or the higher refresh rate screen. I still think this is a solid phone. It feels really nice in the hand as well, very thin. But you guys let me know what you guys think of this black iPhone 16. Firewolf out.